If you notice, a lot of these influencers, a lot of these people who on TikTok, social media, who are talking about the grind and the hustle, they always seem to glamorize this sort of lacking sleep or not getting the allotted 6 to 8 hours of sleep. They're always boasting about getting by on 3 hours of sleep, routinely. This I personally think is not true. I think this is just a front. A lot of them are putting up for a lot of people. When I do get proper sleep, that I do function better. I'm able to deal with the stresses of the day better. There's more productivity. There's more creativity. And yes, at times there will be times where you have to burn the midnight oil. You may not go to sleep at your allotted time. You may end up not even getting any sleep at all that night, depending on what needs to be done. But this should not be something that is done routinely. This is detrimental to your health. And again, I think it is my personal belief a lot of these influencers and again these people who are glamorizing the hustle and the grind, they're just putting up a front. Yeah, I think a lot of them are just plain out lying to you when they're boasting about getting by on just 3 hours of sleep, 3-4 hours of sleep routinely. The human body is not going to sustain that for very long. After about 3-4 days, you will begin to suffer. Okay? You will not be able to deal with the stresses and strains of business. There will be less creativity. There will be less productivity. Making the difficult phone calls. You may find yourself that you really are unwilling to make those difficult phone calls to certain clients who may not have been satisfied with your level of service. This is something that all businesses have to deal with. You're always going to have unsatisfied clients, no matter how good you are. And somebody has to pick up the phone and speak to people. But when you are tired and fatigued and all burnt out, it is highly unlikely you're actually going to make those calls, and then your reputation suffers, and then you potentially lose future business. So just keep this in mind and make sure you get your sleep.